Hello.
Nice Triforce in the background. I'm just assuming it's a triangle. So
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
all right, we're ready. We're ready when you are. Then
I'm ready.
Cool. Amazing. Before I start, I do want to shout out Escape This Podcast. Danny and Bill, who are amazing. Check it out. The coolest thing about Escape This Podcast is the same kind of room. They mash up sort of tabletop RPG and escape rooms in a really cool way. It's all audio. But the coolest thing about it is after you listen to the episode, they post all of the notes for the show. So if you want to be the game master and run the show for friends of yours, they post it all online. Including actually my room. It's all posted there. So it's a great quarantine Zoom activity I found. I ran a whole bunch of them for my friends. So yeah, check them out. Escape This Podcast. Danny and Bill are the best. And I designed it for their podcast. I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for them. So they're the best. The other very quick shout out is my brother, Lucas. That podcast is all audio. And then to bring it on for you guys, I want to have some kind of visual things to show you. And so I whipped up a few things in kind of the crappy word processors that I have, but my brother made some really amazing stuff. So the cool stuff you see will 100% be his. The crappy stuff you can chalk up to me.
I hope there's a big dichotomy too. I hope it's like stick figures and then like these murals. Like
maybe that would be the bonus game, is you have to guess who did what. But it's going to be very obvious, I'll tell you right now. So thank you to Lucas. He's awesome. And you've had all kinds of awesome like companies and stuff. I am not a company. I'm just a teacher on my summer vacation. But I think it's good. I'm excited to share it with you guys.
What do you teach? Like what years do you teach? What age?
High school.
High school. Okay.
Yeah. So I got 9 to 12.
Social studies. Math,
English and history.
English and history. Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My wife was a biology teacher.
Oh, nice.
History
this does not take place in English in a classroom, but I have another room that I wrote that does take place in an English classroom.
Oh, okay. So. This is cool. I like this. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm ready. We're ready.
Let's do it. In terms of gameplay, it's very similar to what you guys have done before. I will describe stuff. I'll put some images in chat as well. Tell me what you want to do. Be as specific as possible. Tell me how you want to do things and what you want to do. I may press you to give me more detail and stuff like that. But you've done it before. I do have some visuals, including a layout of the room, so you don't have to stress too much. But taking notes and that kind of thing is always encouraged. You might need that kind of thing. Cool.
Awesome.
And let's get going.
Awesome.
So this is called One Last Vacation. You wake up to a knock on your door early in the morning on a Saturday. As you groggily get dressed to see who it is, you open the door to a very serious-looking man in a crisp black suit. He flashes a very official-looking badge and kindly asks you to come with him. You ask where, and he points next door. Your next-door neighbor, Fred, is a kindly old gentleman who always lived alone. You two would play chess sometimes, but never really had too much in-depth interaction besides that. The man informs you that Fred has died suddenly and has left you something very important. Something just for you. The man leads you into Fred's house, where he unlocks a door leading down into the basement. You've never been down here, you think, as you plod down the steps to the shag carpet below. All of a sudden, you hear a bang as the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You run up the stairs and pull on the handle, calling to get out. I'm sorry, sir, but this is official business, and we believe you are the only one who can help. I will let you out once you give us the information we need. You plead and you ask for more info or instructions, but the man simply repeats that he will let you out only once you provide him the information he needs. You turn around, look at your surroundings, figuring maybe you should try to start to make sense of this situation. I will put the room layout in chat, and then I'll describe it for you. So, right in front of you, across the room, there's a simple table that looks kind of like a travel shrine. There are a number of travel-related items on it, including a thick book that looks well-worn. Immediately beside the shrine, there's a strikingly large world map attached to the wall. Along the right wall, there's a wooden chest. Above the chest is a small window, which is allowing some light in from the backyard. Along the left wall is a large bookshelf, and in the corner is a small table holding a rotary phone. On your right, just as you come in, is a solid plinth topped with an old-looking chessboard. Mounted beside the chessboard is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame seemingly fastened to the wall. It looks like you're going to have to dig around Fred's stuff and explore this basement if you have any hope of figuring it out what it is the mysterious man upstairs wants from you. Get going.
All right.
All right. Well,
Now, first of all, do you think this is Lucas art or Nick art?
this is very
My
good.
brother
This
or me?
one's really good.
Yeah, this is really good. I'm gonna say Lucas on this one.
It's definitely 100% Lucas.
I was gonna say
I
this
was
is
like, can you make it simple? Like,
out of the ones we've done, this is the best drawing I've seen so far. So
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
he's also a high school teacher, so you know all the credit to Lucas.
yeah, shout out
Gotta
to
be
him.
art, right?
Yeah. I mean, we want to go to the trunk, right? See if we can open it.
Let's.
Let's
Yeah,
close-
absolutely.
Closed
That's
chest. Let's see
good
if we.
call.
Let's go to the trunk and see if we can open the trunk.
Cool. So you go over and you see that this is a thick, sturdy-looking chest. It looks like it might have some kind of juicy secrets inside, but unfortunately, and maybe predictably as well, it is sealed shut with a thick lock,
Thick lock.
and it is a 5-letter lock.
5-letter lock.
Letter lock. All right. Well, after that,
Can we open the window and get out?
good call.
Not a bad question.
Sure. So you're in the basement. So the window's kind of up near the ceiling. Looks out into the backyard of Fred's house. You see trees, a fence, and the sky. Not much else. It's one of those like ones that I think only kind of tilts up a bit. So
Mhm.
I would not be able to fit out of this window. Maybe Pooh's child would, but that's about it.
Not here, unfortunately. All right. Well, let's head over. You know what? Let's pick up the phone. Maybe we could call someone who could come.
That's a
break
good
the window
idea.
for us. Yes. Let's go and pick up the phone.
Yeah, so you go to the corner there. You see this yellowing phone that's sitting on a pretty unremarkable, just little simple folding table tucked in the corner of the room. It seems to be an old phone, and you notice it's a rotary type. And you want to pick it up, I guess, as well?
Yeah. Let's pick it up and listen to the dial tone, if there is.
Yeah, so you pick it up. You hear a very standard dial tone just ringing in your ear.
Could we dial 911?
I was just gonna say that. Can we call 911?
So you sure. Do you know how to use a rotary phone, by the way?
Of course I know. My grandma had one.
Oh yeah.
One of the fun
Absolutely.
parts is getting people to describe to me. So you dial 911 due to some strange, government technology or whatever. Maybe the mysterious man has disabled something, but it doesn't seem to be working. It kind of gives that like busy beeping tone, which you're pretty sure doesn't usually happen with 911.
Yeah, there's
All
some
right. I want
weird
to
things.
angrily slam the phone so the bells ring a little bit when you slam it.
Yeah. You do so, and it's very satisfying.
Can we investigate the bookshelf, specifically like the top shelf? See if there's anything that looks like it stands out.
Yeah, so you go and take a look at this bookshelf, and it seems like Fred is maybe like a collector of books or something. The shelf is packed with volumes of like all shapes and sizes on any topic you'd want to find. You'd kind of need to know what you're looking for. Looking at the top, doesn't seem like there's there's organization. Fred weirdly organizes his books by the color of the spine for some reason. So
Visually appeasing.
yeah, not
It doesn't make much sense, but it's visually appeasing. That's for sure.
It looks beautiful.
Okay, so we've tried the trunk, we've tried the phone, we've tried the bookshelf.
Yeah.
I think we go to the travel shine, right? Let's go to the big desk
Absolutely.
with stuff on it.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's definitely something going on over there. I think
Yeah.
that's probably not a bad place.
That's why we
Um,
were avoiding going to it. We were like, what other things can we pick up before we head there?
No, I've ran this room a bunch, and it's either like you go straight for it or you do it
Do it
last.
last,
And I
yeah.
think both are valid for sure. No,
Yeah.
you gathered all the good information. I love it. So you go to this travel shrine there, and the table itself is very unremarkable, but the same can't be said for the things that are on top. The table and the wall, sort of right in front of it, are chock full of travel trinkets and mementos. There's little souvenir Eiffel Towers and Leaning Tower of Pisas that litter the tabletop. There's postcards on the wall, tacked from like all over the world, it seems. The most noticeable thing is there's a book sitting right in the middle of the table, and it says "My Travel Journal" on the front in nice big letters.
Can we take
What's
a look
the
at
book
that?
say?
Yeah, for sure. So you flip through the books and this book, this big travel book, and you see plane tickets, you see journal entries, you see postcards, bits of menus, all the things that you might expect to see in someone's travel journal. Nothing stands out to you too much, although you do notice that in the front cover, there's a little inscription that Fred must have written to himself, which I will also throw in the chat. I'll also say I'm going to send you all of the text I have. That doesn't mean that it has like a secret acrostic puzzle hidden in it. It's just so you have all the information in front of you. You can go back and check stuff. So, so this is the front cover of the travel book, and Fred has written to himself, and it says, "Now that I'm all done with my military days, I can spend my time traveling the world in peace. Nothing but my favorite hobby to occupy me. No matter how far and wide I travel, I always need to remember that X will always mark the spot."
All right. Is there anything else on the table, trinkets wise, that seems to stand out on a zero?
Yeah, nothing seems really obviously to stand out. The postcards, don't like spell out a thing. It seems like, this guy just travels a lot and kind of took care of stuff. The trinkets are kind of just little cheap things you'd buy at a stand or whatever. So nothing seems to stand out too much to you on the table or the stuff that you have.
Okay.
What about under the table? I asked this in every one, and one of these times it will work out. Is there anything under the table?
This is not the time for you. I'm sorry.
One day.
Yeah, you look under the table. Pretty boring. Nothing under there. Bit of dust.
Okay.
As long as we're looking under and behind things, let's go ahead and look behind those postcards just to be safe.
Yeah, you kind of pull them back. You look at it. It just is kind of the, you got this like maybe this wood paneling wall you might expect in an aging person's house, but nothing exciting behind there. Whatever.
One more thing, I would like to take the toy Leaning Tower of Pisa and the toy, what was that?
Eiffel
Tower. And I would like to throw them at the wall in with a velocity that would cause them to shatter and break in case something was inside of them.
So you do so. You dent the wall of your kindly neighbor's property.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's dead. It's true.
Thanks for selling.
What if that was what he left you in his will? Was these trinkets? And now,
well, those could have been worth something.
Yeah, maybe these are vintage. Maybe.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, there's nothing hiding inside them.
Thanks,
you could have like
Pooh.
shaken them too. Like I think there's a lot of ways you could have determined. No, they shatter. They shatter satisfyingly on the wall, but nothing hidden inside. You've made a bit of a mess, and you feel just a little bit guilty about that.
Okay, I'm going to push the mess in the corner, and immediately after that, we're going to head to a group, to the map as a group.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't looked at the map yet, right?
Yeah, no, you've not looked at the map, and I will again give you a nice image, because what you may notice when I show you this is there's something weird about this world map, something a bit strange, maybe more than one thing. So it's huge. First of all, it takes up sort of a huge chunk of that wall, and something looks a bit strange at first. Do we notice anything strange on this map?
Gridded.
Yeah, so it's got like the regular longitude and latitude sort of grids, but it has a sort of another grid that seems to be, drawn on there or something, superimposed. The other weird thing, maybe?
They're not the same size. They're different.
Yeah, they're not the same size. What about the actual like continents and stuff, though? They're kind of weird too.
Oh gosh, geography is not
like
right?
it's like shuffled, kind of like usually North America's on the left. a
Yeah, I think on
map.
usual maps, this has like North America and South America sort of in the middle instead. But yeah, it's a slightly strange version of a map with this kind of like grid on top there. The only other thing you notice as you're kind of inspecting this map nice and closely is on the wall beside the map, there are some tacks that you'd use to like hang something up. And hanging from that, there's just a length of white yarn.
Length of white yarn.
Okay, so I counted there's 64 squares on this map, and that's how many there are on a chessboard as well. So that's probably some sort of puzzle action, you know?
Oh my God, Beast, you're amazing.
All right, this man right
All right,
here.
baby. Well, let's head on over to that chessboard then.
Let's go. Yeah.
Honestly, coming on here, I was just mostly worried about Beast destroying all of my puzzles.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about
greatest
me.
fear. Yeah, they don't call you the Beast for nothing. So you go over to you're gonna go check out the chessboard, I'm guessing.
Yes, we'd like to go to the chessboard.
I think so. So the chessboard seems to be attached to the top of this plinth that you have there. This kind of like a column or like a whatever.
I had never heard the word plinth before today.
Yeah. Neither had I.
Yeah.
Hey, I told you I was a teacher. You gotta throw some education in there wherever you can. PLINTH.
Not how I would have spelt it either. Yeah. I would have went with the Y. Yeah, I would have went with the Y.
So it's just a wooden, it's like a column sort of, or something like that. It's just solid kind of like, whatever, stand. So there's this chessboard is attached to the top of the plinth as if it doesn't move, which is kind of a weird way to play chess. If you look in the image, it's kind of like not the most comfortable way. But anyways, the board is wood, and they kind of have these nice hefty old school wooden pieces on there. Both sides, both white and black, are set up normally as a chess game would be. The only difference is there's no pawns anywhere on the board. And the last thing you notice, besides some of those weird things, is that there is a Post-it note sitting on the chessboard. And I will once again toss that in chat. By the way, what do we think? Post-it note, me or Lucas?
I mean, that's pretty fancy.
It's not bad. It's not
bad. So this Post-it note is stuck on the top of the chessboard. And it seems to be from Fred, specifically to you, it seems. And it says, "I certainly hope they called you like I put in my will. I truly cherished our hours playing chess, and I'm pretty sure you will be the only one who can help me now. To start your journey towards the info they need from you, trace my last flight from start to finish. I need to keep the information safe from prying eyes, so excuse the secrecy. I have no doubt you can do this. P.S. I had to keep some things locked up. They had to be safe from the one that got away."
All right. So we probably want to put the yarn on the map with the tacks once we find out what his flight was.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we put Beast in emote only mode, or how does that?
I know. Could we go to that journal and flip to the last page?
It's a good idea.
I think that's not a bad idea. And lucky for you, it seems like Fred kept things in chronological order. You flip to the most recent page. This page seems to be not too far back in time, only a few months back. It's kind of strange. You didn't realize that Fred traveled this much. On the final page, you see a ticket is sort of like pasted in there. And once again, I will give you an image for that of the ticket that he has on the last page.
All right. So I'll let Beast role play this one.
I don't even know what Algeria is. Like,
Well, don't worry, Beast. I bet if you thumbtack it from you don't actually have to physically find Algeria here, so we're good.
So, this again, I'm a teacher. There's maybe some light geography in here. Do we have any guesses of where some of those places are?
I mean, I'm pretty. I hope Beast is somewhat familiar with New Zealand at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next to Australia, and then Algeria's somewhere. Not America, not North America.
Yeah.
Well, do you think it's in South America, Peace?
I don't know.
All right, we're breaking it down. We're breaking it down.
The map's a little blurry. I can't really.
Yeah, the map is the map's not perfect. I would say, let's say, I don't know, if you went to your that bookshelf and maybe you wanted to, there's some, I don't know, an atlas or something, maybe you could find out that Algeria is in maybe North Africa.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We all knew it, right? It was just
I was there last week. Yeah.
What color's their flag, DGR?
Blue?
Green and white, dude. Come on, man.
Oh,
Look, red
that must
emblem
have been.
I'm definitely.
I was thinking of
definitely not on Wikipedia right now.
Iberia. I was thinking of Iberia.
We also haven't looked at the mirror. That's labeled on the picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yes, can we investigate the mirror?
Before we go to the mirror, can we just go ahead and hang a piece of string that connects from Algeria to Wellington, New Zealand?
Does it fit? Does that piece of string fit between the
It
lengths?
seems to. So could you describe where would we, like on this map, describe to me maybe a little bit more about
the quadrants.
where
The quadrants.
Yeah, there's a fancy grid on there.
Okay.
I guess
The very bottom
row, third column.
Yeah.
And
I could tell you Algeria is, or if Pooh's cheating, he might know. It is the big pink one in North Africa there.
Yes, I was cheating.
But
you guys can't see my mouse, but I'm definitely mousing over it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Is it?
So,
it'd be third row, last column.
you want to put the
It'd be three.
the yarn.
The last column, third row down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sent another image there, maybe that you can see.
Yep.
Something like that, maybe.
Yes.
That looks pretty good. So there's New Zealand there, the orange country, and then Algeria. Algiers is the capital. It's up sort of in the top part there of Algeria. Cool.
Perfect.
The thread, the yarn actually seems to fit kind of perfectly in that spot. So you feel pretty good about it.
All right. Let's as he said, let's head to the mirror.
Yeah. So we check out the mirror, and it looks like a sort of full length mirror. Let me find my thing. Yeah, so full length, literally from like this the ceiling all the way down to the floor. It seems firmly attached to the wall, so it's not really possible for you to, as I always anticipate, the next question is, pull it off, look behind it, anything like that. Yeah.
How do we look in the mirror? Do we look good?
You look great. Yeah. Did you get a haircut actually? Because it looks.
Oh, I mean,
it's especially clean.
Is there anything do we see is there anything on the wall that looks different in the mirror or something like that? Like wherever it's opposite?
Yeah, like reflected or something like that. Nothing that seems to stand out too much. Doesn't seem too obviously. You kind of, if you look in the image, you'd kind of be looking at sort of the shrine, but kind of not really. Yeah, it doesn't seem too
I had a question while we're by the mirror. You said on the chessboard the pawns were missing, correct?
Yeah.
But does that mean the queen, king, rook, and all those pieces are on there?
Yeah, those are all on there for both black and for white. So those are set up like a regular chess game would be. The only thing that's missing is all of the pawns. So there's no row of pawns on either black or white side.
Okay, so the bishop would be the third one over in a standard chess setting, and maybe the white yarn. What if we move the white bishop to the spot, I guess, all the way to the top right as it would be on the grid on the map?
Yeah, they move diagonally. So
you guys know how to speak in chess, like D5 to.
I don't know quadrants. Yeah.
D8 or something. I don't know.
Well, is Bishop
Yeah.
B? What is? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Or C.
I feel like you've done a pretty good job describing what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's how the bishop moves, right? In a beautiful
Yep.
diagonal, and it would end
Yep.
up right there. Yeah, so you kind of slide this white bishop diagonally sort of up 5 squares, and you're tracing the path that you already sort of charted out on the map in front of you. And it's kind of strange. It seems like this piece moves with a little bit of extra purpose. And when it slides onto that last square up on the top right there, you hear an audible click. And the full-length mirror next to the chessboard swings in a little bit. It looks like this is some kind of door.
Could we check
All
the
right.
mirror now to see if it is an actual door?
I think that's probably not a bad idea. So you kind of push it in a little bit further, and it's a full door that swings open. And you can go, and there's like a little hidden room in here.
Hog.
So you push it open, it reveals a room that's hidden kind of under where the stairs would be, sort of. There are some very strange and surprising things in this room. The first thing you see is a mannequin, which is covered in what looks like a very official military uniform. Next, you notice that one wall is covered with maps, notes, and most notably, there's 5 large photographs that are pinned sort of in the center. I'll send you some images of some of these in a second.
Okay.
Below the wall, there's a workbench that seems to be used for servicing firearms. You see a few kind of pistols and fancy silencers sitting out. And there's also a note that's pinned to the back of this door mirror thing, which I will put in chat there for you. And this note says, "I'm glad you were able to solve this much. Looks like my secret is out of the bag. I don't feel any remorse as these scumbags had it coming. I'm taking out as many as I can for all my murdered family members and ancestors. I know the government wants answers. You will need to figure out the location of the last target finishing the work I couldn't. Also, to prove the intel is for real, you will also need to tell them my secret code name. Those 2 pieces of information should satisfy whatever government suit they sent to strong arm you.
Okay.
I'm sorry you got caught up in this."
Codename and location target is the information we are actually looking for. I just would like to. Could I acquire one of the pistols on the wall, attach a silencer, and pocket that bad boy?
Yeah, you kind of go over to that workbench. There's all kinds of stuff on their firearms. It's a little bit outside your area of expertise.
I don't know, man. I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty.
This is role playing. It's true.
Fair.
Since there's a government official hanging around, I don't know if you want to mess around too much with anything dangerous or illegal. If you hide it really well, yeah, let's say you tuck it, I don't know, in your like sock or something. Maybe you can get away with it. Maybe Fred left it to you. I don't know. We don't know.
Is there any sort of name tag on the the military outfit?
Yeah.
That could.
So you can go
could
look
be
at that. Yeah, for sure. So you can look at that in a little more detail, for sure. And you actually do notice some things. So, oops, sorry, one sec. Yeah, so it's neatly placed on the mannequin, the uniform. It's well ironed and official. You notice that there's all these awards and ribbons hanging from the uniform, as if this person, who seems to be Fred, is pretty well decorated. Draped around the neck of the mannequin is a length of black yarn. So that's what you look when you look a bit closer. And if you want to look at actually, DGR, you want to look at the actual, or who is that, Beast? Want to look at the actual things that are on it, name tags and that kind of thing. You do notice some kind of weird stuff on there. There's all kinds of medals and things like that. And you do pick out a few things that are kind of weird and unusual. And we'll get here another Lucas image here. If I can find it, there we go. So there you go. So those are just an assortment of some of the medals and things that you see on the uniform there.
And we have a 5-letter lock that we need at some point for the chest.
While they're observing these medals, could I try PAWNS on that lock?
Yes, you put in PAWNS and nothing happens, unfortunately. It doesn't seem to go. Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, can we take the black yarn with us so we can put it on the map?
Yeah, Pooh wraps around the handle of his concealed silence pistol for safekeeping.
Because obviously that's going to be where we move the black chess piece, and that should do something if things go as
totally with
thought.
You. Totally with you.
So
yeah, you can keep in your pocket or whatever.
You got
it.
We got that clue that said X marks the spot, and only one of these medals has an X on it, and maybe R means rook. So maybe we move the black rook to H6. I don't know if that's a valid move.
I don't know.
I'll roll with that. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm also wondering if the X. I'm sorry, I just want to throw this out while it's on my mind. Where the X crosses, or where the black yarn will cross the white yarn, if that will trigger something like a spot.
I think that's going to be our location of
the last person he was looking for.
That's what I'm guessing.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, might as well. Let's try and move.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there while I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of take a look at these chess pieces. The rest of them, it seems, they don't seem to, trigger any secret things. They don't really move with the purpose of that first one. So if you're trying to open more like secret doors by doing some of these, it seems like they're not gonna, help you in that way. The pieces all seem to kind of move freely if you need to move them freely. So if you move that rook or whatever, it doesn't really seem to do much on its own.
Okay.
Can we check the pockets of this uniform for anything?
Good idea.
Yeah, you can take a look at the pockets. They seem to be empty, a bit dusty.
Okay. Sorry.
What else was in this room?
Yeah, workbench.
Yeah, the workbench, the illegal workbench we looked at, the mannequin we looked at. The one other thing is there's kind of like a wall. It's kind of like when you see those like cop shows and they have like these like lines and like pictures and it's like newspaper clippings and all this stuff. It's kind of that's the kind of wall. But the most obvious thing that you see that stands out to you the most is sort of the middle part. And in the middle of the wall, you see 5 photographs that I will give to you. They're kind of conspicuously placed there in a sort of a vertical line there. But that's what you see. So you'll notice the names, the pictures, and then you'll see there's a Post-it note there from Fred as well, which says, got these 4 in this order. Still haven't found the last one, but I have a hunch of one last place to look.
Obviously German.
Yeah, I don't know how closely you can see those, but these uniforms and maybe these names seem kind of specific and maybe very different in the kind of uniform you found. I don't know how up on history we all are. It's like
these guys were
1939 and 1945.
Yeah, some sort of bad guys from some sort of war that the world was in, something of that nature.
Yeah. I think
back to Call of Duty.
Something about Wolfenstein. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so when Fred's talking about getting back at them and getting as many as I can, it seems like these are the kind of people he's trying to go for here. He's
starting to pick up more on Fred's lineage.
Interesting guy for sure. Yeah. But we're learning things about Fred for sure.
Okay, so we know who he was trying to kill but hasn't. But that's not information we need anyway. We need his code name and his location.
Some of the letters are lowercase too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
Yeah. We got UDEFMNOGHIL. are all
Yeah.
lowercase.
ThaBeast. I believe that's right
Yeah,
by
the L
Algeria.
there, if it matters, the L there in Hartwig Hilmar is actually capital.
Okay, that's capital. Okay, so
If that helps, yeah.
EU. All right.
Those 3 letters it's like 4 groups of 3 letters that follow each other in the alphabet. So like TUVDEF MNOGHI. I don't know if that.
Yeah, no,
Mm,
definitely right on
that's
that. You are definitely right on that, Beast.
How did you notice that?
I don't know. I just
That's
do. I
incredible.
guess.
I will
know.
never feel bad about being worse than you at Mario Maker ever again, because you're just better than me at everything.
How about it?
Oh my god. All right, TUV. You're right. You were totally right on that. TUV. On the bookshelf, are there any books that have like TUV on the side of it? You know, books have like the.
Yeah, like maybe like an atlas or something might have like, or like encyclopedia or something like that. Nothing that you see, obviously. Okay. Yeah, nothing that kind of stands out with those alphabetical groups of letters.
Okay.
Damn, you said they were sorted by color. Is the count of different colors any different, or
no?
Does anything look missing?
Not really. It doesn't. It seems he just liked it for fun. He just
yeah. There's got to be something with the bookshelf.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll.
And we still have the phone too. That might have something.
Oh, well, actually, go to the phone. Yeah, go to the phone. Aren't these? It's TUV.
Yeah.
TUV.
Yeah,
on
we
the
could.
phone?
Oh.
DEF
yeah,
on the phone.
Absolutely.
Oh, good job, guys. Yeah, because that's totally how it is. So TUV would be. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my phone. So we got 8, 3, 6, and 4. 8, 3, 6, 4.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
We would like to
can we
dial that 8364 on a rotary phone? 8.
Yeah, put the finger in the 8, wrap it around town.
Yeah, perfect.
Wait.
So you try 8364 in the phone, and you hear a little click, and then there's something that's kind of strange you maybe didn't expect. You hear birds chirping. They play for a few seconds and they stop. And I don't know about your knowledge, but you definitely don't know enough about birds to know, what kind of bird this is or anything like that. But you got some nice birds chirping in your earpiece. It's very relaxing.
Oh,
you feel soothed.
That's it.
You feel awed by nature and its beauty.
Oh,
but that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know where the sounds are coming from. You said, right?
Well, they're coming from the earphone. Like they're when you dial those numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you got. That's the information that was provided to you.
Birds.
You got some nice birds chirping.
Are there any books?
But yeah, you don't know.
Good idea.
Yeah, like there's books on a lot of different things, and you skim through this strange system, and you end up finding a book that is called "The One That Got Away." Okay. How to find the most of birds. Nice.
Good job.
Nice.
And what was the note that said about the one that got away?
Yeah,
that was the.
Where was that at?
That was on
was that the post-it note?
Post, yeah.
Yeah.
Still haven't found the last one, but a hunch the last place to look. Okay, can we open that book and skim it for any sort of pertinent information or anything that stands out?
Yeah, you start on page 1, and no, I'm just kidding. You flip through the book, and you find that actually there's one kind of heavily dog-eared page that kind of stands out to you right away. So you just open it right to that page, and you find an entry on the common robin, which is a bit strange because it seems like they don't seem very elusive. The name itself says common, and I can throw that for you from this very official book. The entry on the common robin. And if you see the image there, you'll notice all the stuff on the top of the page seems to be like printed in the book, like a regular sort of book on birds would be. The stuff in the bottom, that red, seems to be kind of etched into the book, maybe by Fred.
Hickman equals Robin. Okay. Could we try ROBIN on the trunk? Just fun.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, you could. That just seems like a 5-letter word to me for sure. So you put in ROBIN on the trunk, and the heavy lock clicks open. You
Nice.
open the top of the chest, and while you maybe thought there'd be something kind of interesting here, you're a little bit disappointed. All that's in there is a pair of binoculars, and there's a stack of newspapers.
Okay.
Can we look in the binoculars, see if there's anything like in the lenses?
Yeah, you kind of look at the binoculars. They don't seem to be anything fancy. They kind of seem recreational, maybe for bird watching or whatever. Seems like he likes that kind of thing. Nothing seems to be hidden like inside it or in the lenses or anything kind of fancy like that. Just seem like old-fashioned binoculars.
Could we examine the newspapers for any particular thing that stands out, such as like Adolf Eichmann or references to Robin, or
yeah,
and I think those are the
for
only
sure.
things.
So you kind of look at this stack of newspapers that you have, and you realize that there's not a lot of news in here. There's only one section that Fred seems to have collected, as if he's collecting maybe his favorite part of the newspaper, something like that. It's all the puzzle section. And so each page of this big stack has a crossword puzzle, it has a Sudoku, it has a jumble puzzle, and it has a game that you solve puzzles based on chess moves.
Mm-hmm.
I take that piece of the paper and I hand it to Beast and say, do your thing.
Okay, so Beast has some reading he can do then, I guess. And so if you take a look there, you'll see that this is the puzzles and games section. And very helpfully there, they've kind of explained for people who are new to this kind of game how chess works. And you can see a nice sort of diagram there. You can see, letters and numbers that kind of label the chessboard. And at the bottom there, you can see the different notation for the different pieces. Cool, you can play chess now.
All right. I literally played chess all weekend, but I don't expect to be good at this puzzle.
Hope you're
I
better
lost every one.
I was gonna say I've seen you play
Lost
shogi
every
so.
match.
All right.
Yeah, so this matches all the medals. Like the first one says NA6, so that's like knight A6.
All right. Well, should we move? I would venture to say we move the knight to A6. The bishop.
Now,
okay,
I
wait.
did post for you there. If you're on stream, maybe you open that and you can do some moving for us. But I posted maybe a helpful visual tool that we can use.
Pog.
Ooh, that is awesome.
Pog champ. Where'd you go, Bishop? Oh wait, he's already over there. Okay.
Everyone in my chat, you're not going to be seeing it because I'm not technical enough. Pull it up.
Spend an hour doing this. And the dark ones, I don't know if you guys agree, but the dark metals would be the black pieces and the light ones would be.
Which one do you
White.
consider dark? Which one
Like
do you
the gold
consider
one,
light?
the gold ones are dark and the silver ones would be white, right? We were going to do this. I don't know if I'm.
I think you could make a case for either way. But let's try your way first. And then we'll just invert it if it's not correct.
Yeah. Good point.
Like some of the medals are gold and then silver. Like I don't know if that would like maybe gold is the black pieces and silver's.
Is there an
the
echo
white?
in
I
here?
don't know.
Beast was zoning right there. He was in his own
Oh,
world.
did you just say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to get this thing on stream.
I'm giving
Yeah,
Beast all the credit.
Yeah,
that was all
I'm playing
Beast.
this on stream too, actually.
That Pooh didn't even come up with it. That was all Beast.
I'm feeling cheated here. What's N? N is night, right? N is night.
Knight to A. Oh man.
F6. Well, the white. I don't think we can
think-
move the white knight into NF6. I don't even think that's possible.
What if one of us says the things out loud and the other person moves pieces or something?
The black knight can
Work
be
as
moved into NF6. Yeah, the white knight can
Yeah,
be
and
moved to NF6. I mean, for that matter, the whole top. Oh, the whole top row is black and the whole bottom row is white, guys. That's what it is.
Oh, you just mean okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I smell what you're stepping in.
yeah. Because the top row would be
Okay.
black because all the black's on the top row. That is very specifically why he gave us this particular thing. I feel like. Yeah. And then queen.
Actually, when they did it on the podcast, they drew the whole grid themselves and they did a whole thing. But this is a little bit easier, I think.
Knight NC. Well, maybe not because then we'd be moving the knight again.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
king to d7.
The top has 3 knight moves.
Yeah.
So
But it's still. I mean, it would go from there. Like, oh, I mean, you can't see me, but like the first knight move would go over, and then the second knight would go over there. Like,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
we could move the knights twice. Oh
Well, and
boy.
the rook would go in the same spot as the bishop that we had too. If we move the bottom rook. I'm interested to see what Beast has going on. Cause yeah, I'm thinking like the top would be all.
I messed it up somehow, or I don't think the knight moving that way works.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like all of them only work for black in some ways.
There was also, if you remember, around the neck of the mannequin, there was the black yarn was around the neck as well.
Which is wrapped around my gun currently.
Which is currently wrapped around your silenced pistol in your stock.
The black
Hmm.
piece of yarn. Well, I mean, why don't we unwrap it, lay it out on this chessboard, just see how far it goes. You know what I mean? Let's just see how long it is. Yeah, you know? Let's just see how long it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of long. It's longer than the chessboard, I think. It seems maybe a similar length to the white one, sort of vaguely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're on a good track here with some of these moves. I think you have some good ideas.
Just wondering if we have
No.
all the pertinent information to solve this chess puzzle.
I think I did all the moves.
Hold on, Beast. Let me just look at what you got here.
Yeah, I don't know. Does white take white? Yeah, that looks good.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Beast, I like what you got going here. So let's take, I don't know if you can see Beast's grid that he currently has going. But he's got the queen in d7, the bishop. Sorry, the queen going to the rook, and then there's a bunch of pieces in the middle of that, right? All black. So the queen is in, king from d7 to h3. And could we put the rope from d7 to h3 on the map?
So you're saying D7 to H3. Is that
Wait, sorry, not d7. Sorry. No, wait.
Yeah.
8. Yeah. Wait, A, B, C, D, 8. Is that 8? The top, sorry. Three to the right on the top. All right. Black chessboard,
3?
where it starts. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, 3 to the right, right? And then we'll go all the way to the edge. And we'll go 3 up. All the way to the right side, and we'll go 3 up from there. The right corner, 3 up from
And
there.
you're saying you're doing this on the map, is that right?
Yeah, but we're doing it on the map. We're taking the black piece of string diagonal
Cool.
from those ones.
Yeah, that sounds good. So if you were going to do that, you would get something that looks a little bit like this in a second when it loads.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks like an X.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby.
X marks the spot, baby.
Okay, geography time.
Oh,
Is that like Egypt?
No, dude, that's right above Brazil, man. What do you mean, Egypt?
Oh,
This
that's
is South America.
See, I'm used to the normal map.
You know what's funny is in middle school we had a map that looked like this because our middle school teacher, it was a U.S. history class, and like, well, since it's U.S. history, we want it in the center of the world. And I always thought I always grew up thinking like, well, that's pretty pretentious, but
Yeah. Do you need to use your the Atlas book maybe to help establish specifically where we're looking?
Atlas would be great right about now.
Yeah. Do we know any of those countries in like the north part there of South America?
Venezuela.
Throw any out any guesses?
Venezuela would be that's the biggest one.
Yeah, maybe like
I would say that actually goes over. It looks from my vantage point a lot like Venezuela.
Yes.
And looks a lot also like maybe even the dare I say the capital city of Venezuela. Which who's what to Google?
Google. I pulled that off the top of my dome, man.
Wow, Caracas.
Caracas. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes, it seems to your eye when you compare it to your atlas that you have there, it seems that it goes exactly through the X goes exactly through Caracas, which is the capital of Venezuela.
All right.
Way to go, Pooh. Way to go.
Well, and then the code name is the code name Robin, or we're looking for Fred's code name, not the
We're looking for
target's
Fred's code name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just need that. That's our location.
We know his location of we know the location of Adolf. So now we just need his nickname.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I would say there's one piece of information that you got some information from, but maybe you didn't read the whole thing. Maybe you didn't read enough books. Maybe this high school teacher needs to, encourage his pupils to hit the books, maybe.
Okay. Are there
the travel shrine or the more bookshelves? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I would.
Well, you've already. Yeah, like I've. Yeah, maybe there's information that I've given you that you used.
Yes. Well, I mean.
Yeah, a page of a certain book.
The Robin page, maybe. Let's look at that.
I put some good Robin.
Oh, can we look in his?
Lost right over them.
Does his travel log? Has he been to Venezuela? Maybe.
No. Weirdly, he actually hasn't. It's one of the places that. But yeah, I think whoever said the bird book.
Yeah,
there's a lot of writing there.
Yeah, American robbers and migratory. Could I use the binoculars to look at the trees outside?
Yeah, is there, a specific type of tree you might be focusing on?
I would love to maybe look at. Is there what's this say? Birch? Trees?
Any birch trees around?
Yes,
yeah, actually, it's weird. There's like one specific tree in his backyard. It's a nice big birch tree.
Look at that.
You don't see, maybe disappointingly, any birds, and you're kind of about to give up and kind of call it a day. But you notice something else, actually, maybe something that's cooler, which will be maybe our last Lucas Naughton artwork of the day here. But you notice there's kind of like an inscription on the tree, like someone has scratched in a message.
Well done, Lucas.
Yeah, this one's really good.
I agree.
I
I agree.
All these are really good. This is very visually impressive here.
Yeah. It's been very helpful.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
Use the capitals to find the answer.
Use the capitals to find the answer. Well, I want to say we go back to the phone. Or the capitals in these names. Vincent, so Vincen.
Yeah, I was looking at those names too.
Wolf Hill.
It's got to be his name. How many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 letters. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Okay, so wait, hold on. That one, I already fucked it up.
Yeah, what would the 0?
Yeah, the 0. I was gonna say because I was like second letter and then UVE, but that's not 2 either.
Yeah. Use the capitals. Oh, what about the capitals of like? No, I was thinking of capitals of countries, but I think that might be thinking too. Like the capital of Venezuela or whatever was.
Caracas.
But I don't know how that would help us in any way, shape, or form.
Can we just dial the numbers on the tree on the phone, see if anything happens?
Yeah, you dial those numbers. It's kind of like the same thing when you tried to call like a busy kind of dial tone. But I think you're on a good track with, looking at these numbers, whatever, decoding these numbers in some way. I would say, yeah, you've used a lot of stuff. You've used the names. These numbers, I don't know. They can maybe patterns in them might seem, I don't know, familiar.
Oh man,
We're so close.
Oh, I just got a bunch of poob lines in chat, which means it's like very obvious.
It's obvious.
Yeah, it's very obvious what it is. Like not one person did it, like 17 people did it. 22081976.
Maybe that's a date. August 22nd, 1976.
Damn beast.
Is there a entry in his travel log for that date or something?
So you go over to the travel journal and you flip through and you find the date for August 22nd, 1976. And it has some writing on it. It's like a sort of like a journal entry. And I can show you what that looks like.
9 billion IQ.
So August 22nd, 1976. Knowing where to look is half the battle. After leaving Berlin, I tried stopping over in Riyadh. Did anything seem suspicious to me? Well, not for nothing, but Algiers might be a better bet. This isn't as easy as it was in Canberra or Hanoi. Even after such a long day, it's important for me to keep going. Really wishing one of these leads will pan out soon.
Okay, Canberra is the capital of Australia, I think.
What is that? The BRCH. Canberra is the capital of Australia? What?
I don't know, maybe not.
I mean, Berlin is the capital of...
That's factually true. Yeah, that's right.
Wait, Canberra is the capital of Australia? I thought it was...
Everybody thinks it's Sydney.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I did until I met somebody.
Danny and Bill of Escape This Podcast are Australian, so they would have definitely corrected me.
Saudi Arabia is Radai. That's Saudi Arabia. And I know that because WWE does shows there. Blood money. Algiers. What's that? That's Algiers.
Yeah, I don't know the others.
Yeah.
Can we consult our local atlas?
Yeah, can we check the atlas?
Yeah, the atlas would tell you if you look through there. Yeah, Berlin is indeed the capital, as you said. Yeah, you've nailed it. These are all capital cities of
Berlin,
major.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they are all indeed.
Algeria.
And it said the
Australia.
second half of the number, like on the engraved on the tree, it said the numbers. Then it said use the capitals. So these are the capitals that I'm assuming maybe we're using for something. But
Hanoi is Vietnam.
Wow, you're good at this, Pooh.
I know. I'm crushing it. All right. Germany, Saudi Arabia, Algeria, Australia, Vietnam. Unfortunately, like GSAV is what I got from that. The capitals of the capital letters. That doesn't really help. And then ERACH. Brock. ERACH.
It's not much of a code name.
No, that'd be a horrible code name. This is so bad because I feel like this is the easiest part and we're just bombing right now for
You're
that.
like you're on the precipice. You're like getting there.
use the capitals. Use the capitals.
Use the capitals to find the answer. I mean, would we want to go to the map? Maybe.
I was honestly just thinking about the map, if that would be anything.
Yeah,
worth
you could
doing.
find all those countries on there.
They're just there, hanging out.
They're just
They're
there.
there, yeah. They're just there. They're just you're staring at a map on a wall. No more secret doors are opening, unfortunately.
Germany, Saudi
maybe-
Arabia. GSAAB.
I'd also say that, while having a little bit of geography, it's like fun to put in there, like as a little trivia, like, I'm not expecting you to be able to rhyme off all of these,
Now I'm getting blind emotes in my chat.
Yeah, we deserve them.
It's true. I mean,
Look, is half the battle after leaving, but I tried stopping.
Okay, what about every capital letter on the page? Like, including August, A, August, K, knowing.
ANAIB or AK.
R.
Oh, I think that's.
I feel like you're
Does
missing a
that
few.
say AKA Birdwatcher?
AKA Birdwatcher? I think you're
Yeah,
right.
AKA
AKA
Birdwatcher.
Oh my gosh.
AKA
Seems like a
Birdwatcher.
word.
All right. I believe you are right, aka Bird Watcher. So, we would like to, as a team, go back to the stairs in a line, starting with DGR Beast and finally me, where I will have my gun out, but hidden behind those
Okay.
guys, where we will offer the information of Bird Watcher and Cross.
So you kind of yell through the door. The bird watcher says the last target is in Crocus. And you hear the guy say, "Sorry, what was that? What city?" And you say Caracas. And you hear him say, "Okay, 1 second." He makes a quick call on his phone, and finally he opens the door to let you out. He says, I'm truly sorry for this, but it was the only way. The bird watcher was an invaluable asset for us in tracking down Nazi sympathizers after the war, and we had a hunch he was onto something before he died. We appreciate your help. His instincts were right about you. If you ever need a part-time job, an opening just became available.
Oh.
Thanks, but no thanks, scary government man. Except maybe Pooh, I don't know.
No, put my gun away. Just gonna pocket that.
Adolf Eichmann must have been pretty young during the war and must be pretty old now. I think you're going to leave that part up to the professionals. And that's it. You guys did it.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Congrats.
Dude, that was so good.
That was really fun.
That was so much fun.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Oh man.
I really liked the story behind it too.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate that a lot.
Anyone I've personally done.
This
That's
is
awesome.
my
Yeah, like
favorite one so far.
Me too.
oh, that means more than you know. No, I very much like I have ideas more often for like the story, and then I make puzzles that work kind of around that because it's fun to not just solve the puzzles and get out, but have a little bit of something, a little bit of twists and turns here and there. So I'm glad that you guys appreciate all those. That's awesome.
Oh no, this is so good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That was incredible.
Yeah. Oh,
Thanks.
this is so much
awesome.
fun. Yeah. 10 for 10. If you got any more you ever want to do, we would love to do more. Yeah, this is so cool.
You know what? I have another one as well. Maybe I'll get Lucas to do some for us, and then call you in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
The art was great. Yeah.
Naughton, is there anything we can plug for you, or anything else you would like to plug, or anything we can do to maybe, help you out this year in such a wild school year you're about to have?
Yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I don't know. I really wish I had more things to plug. No, not really. I don't know. I do have to say, Escape This podcast. They're the ones, like, honestly, I would not be doing any of this if it wasn't for them. So if you enjoyed this, I modeled this room, like the structure of it and stuff, totally after all Danny's work. She's made like 6 full seasons of these podcasts. Like, she's made so many, it's unbelievable. Not to mention that 3 of the seasons are not just standalone rooms like this one. She has like a 10 escape room story arc. So it's like 10 episodes that are all like, for example, haunted house theme, and there's different room for each week, and you get more of like the macro picture as it goes on. Yeah, she's the actual best. So I will plug them, till the day I die, because they are amazing. And the only reason that any of my stuff is any good is 100% because of them. So Escape This podcast, check it out. They're the best. Look at that.
Look at my notes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Beautiful.
What was our final time? Do you know?
Oh, I did not.
I think we were a little bit over an hour, so we're losers.
I'm gonna say don't listen to the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
How fast did they go? They probably did it pretty fast.
The episode is like, I think it's an hour and like 5 minutes, including some banter. So actually probably pretty close, but I don't know the exact time. But no, pretty close actually. It's true. Yeah.
I feel like we struggled on the easiest parts, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really funny. I feel like the hardest parts, like the hardest thing, I feel like Beast was like, oh yeah, that right away. Yeah.
I think
move the bishop. Yeah, move the bishop. Oh.
I'm a math guy. I don't see the like super simple stuff because I'm like overthinking everything.
Oh, you were on point with that though. That was good.
Well,
oh man.
And the last puzzle with the capitals, I'm like depending on you overthinking. I was hoping that you guys it makes me happy to see you struggle with it because it's so simple. It's intentionally deceptive. So for people who are like real good puzzle people, I think they're immediately like, oh, let's go to the map. Like, what are the countries? Like when it's really just like stupid.
Well, I think that happens when you have like some like nice complicated puzzle and you throw like just a baby in there. Everyone's already overthinking, like, oh, it can't be that simple. Oh, it can't be like just that simple. So
yeah,
that's great. Oh, this is so much fun.
That was great.
Yeah, I had a great time.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
10 for 10. Let us know when you're ready to do this again. We will love to do this again, man. Oh man, that was so much fun. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Naughton. Again, check out Escape This podcast, guys. We're pretty much just taking what I've noticed is we're pretty much just doing Escape This podcast sloppy seconds. So totally okay with that. Man, that one was fun. That was a really good one, dude. Beast crushed that one, by the way. Beast crushed that one. I think that was the best one we've done so far. That one was just fun. I think it was like he had a great story. Good visuals. The puzzles were all good. Yeah, that was yeah, Beast is great tonight. Oh yeah, he's smoked it, you know. One of the things I'm really loving about the virtual escape rooms over like even doing a regular escape room is the like you can be a little silly sometimes, you know what I mean? So like I can pick up a gun, or like last time when Carl injected me with the goo and I became a monster at then, like things like that. I really love that type of shit. Yeah, it's been really fun. Yeah, the licking the slime and stuff like that. Beating Carl with the wrench. Yeah, it just gives a moment of like comedy that I really enjoy. Yeah. It is like our D&D, yeah. Oh, we're totally gonna do D&D one day. Don't worry. Hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. I love y'all. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a really great day. It really means. Oh man, shit! I didn't realize it was an 8-hour stream today. Hey, I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Have a great one. Hey y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.